Yeah, get ready for a wild ride. We're mixing up some country with an electronic vibe. Gonna make you dance, gonna make you move. Hold on tight, we're about to shake your groove. With a fusion singular.
Oh, what have we got going?
Jesus Christ, Drew.
Yeah, you know what? It's all right. Welcome, everyone. Drew, take it away. Take it away now. Drew just got stripped.
Figure it out, Drew.
This is your moment, man.
Okay, while Drew's figuring that out, welcome to the Outta Bounds Podcast. Let's get it started.
I'll tell you one thing. That song while Drew's figuring out his microphone issues, that song, I listened to it like maybe 4 or 5 times before you guys popped on. It's 33 seconds in length. It should be a 3.5 minute song. Like, that song just from the beginning to end is a banger. We should start playing it as an outro. For everyone not on the YouTube, can only hear, Drew is just giving us.
Drew's microphone is not working right now. I don't see a light on it. Is your light flashing on it?
Drew, you got to plug it into the computer.
Can you hear me?
Oh my goodness. Jesus.
For 5 minutes before we even started and nobody said anything?
I don't think you said a word.
You didn't say anything. We were talking.
Then in turn started telling a story.
But you did
Drew, if anything, this is actually, Drew, this is quite a testament to how animated you are as a speaker, where you conveyed everything that you're saying without us even hearing it, and we completely understood it.
Well, that's your
I didn't hear no, but I saw you do this.
That's a compliment. That's an amazing thing.
Yeah. Well, fuck off to you guys.
I've never understood you more, Drew. You never made more sense than the 2 minutes that you're on without apparently not speaking. Oh my God. What's up, boys? How's it going?
Living.
It's doing great. Trying to fight this fucking cold. So, and you guys are just making my day fantastic starting. Love it.
Just because you have your technical difficulties, it ain't on us, bud.
Yeah.
When did you get sick? Where are we at in this process?
I don't know. I felt it a little bit last night and woke up this morning with the big brick in my throat. So that's always fun.
It's the worst.
Was it some tea leaves by chance?
That's never happened too.
I know.
Did you go to the ER?
I did not need to go to the ER. I was able to avoid that one. Lots of cough drops.
Don't choke.
No.
And if you do, go to the ER.
Good, thanks for the advice, Luke.
Okay, yeah. Just making sure you knew.
Guys, we got a big weekend ahead of us, leading up to an even bigger weekend. Pro Bowl this weekend, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Did you guys watch the skills challenge last night?
I was bowling, and it was on in the background, and I just saw one long snapper not make 1 point. Not get 1 point. I was like, what the hell are we doing here? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how I felt, but I know Jason Kelsey was in it, and he did good, right?
He won it for the NFC on the snapping one, yeah. Yeah, he banged home a 5-pointer. I would normally not watch these things, but I have a 9-year-old son who's fascinated by all things football, and
awesome.
When he saw the commercial for it, he's like, "We're going to watch that, right?" So, yeah, I guess we're watching it. So yeah, I watched for an hour and a half. I watched football players do closest to the pin. Yeah,
Oh, they had close to the pin last night?
They had a closest to the pin. Yeah,
really? Yeah, I like that.
No, it was fun. It was fun to watch. It was entertaining.
What are your thoughts just in general? I mean, we'll get back into Pro Bowl stuff because there's a lot of implications in the future. I think with the Olympics coming up. But like, what are your guys' like overall thoughts about like all-star games and like these whole weekends? This is just it's a gimmick. It's just a waste of time. I mean, I don't know. I feel like they were really popular when we were all growing up. The, all-star baseball games, the home run derbies, those were everything. The dunk contests for the NBA, those were amazing. But I don't know, last few years, it just kind of have lost its, I don't know, it's a bit of a touch. It's sparkle.
I'm pretty sure I don't watch baseball like that that much anymore. But they still have like implications from the All-Star game.
I was gonna say, I like when they made the change where whichever league or division or whatever wins gets home field advantage for the World Series.
That was the MLB.
Great. Yeah, because
So
that now
that
just
makes
turned
it,
into
as a fan, that makes it, at least a fan of a team that has World Series hopes, right? If I'm an A's fan, I don't give a shit who who wins that game.
Yeah.
A's ain't going to the World Series. But it does matter to some people. I think it's a good time, especially the Pro Bowl.
The home run derby is legit, though. I like the home run derby too. Like,
that's not going anywhere. I think that's always going to hold up. But
it's all like the money ball kind of thing now. Like I like the home run derby. I think that's good. I think the dunk contest there for a while got pretty shitty.
Yeah,
it's year to year. It just depends. Like you can have a banger of a dunk contest if you have the right people, and
But the people that should be in it aren't doing it. That's
that
like,
too.
LeBron's never done it. I mean, he wanted to do it now. He's fucking cool. But like, LeBron should have done it at some point in his career.
Yeah.
I would think.
I don't know. I think there's more prominent dunkers. Like he's just a physical specimen. Of course, he should have. But like, I think there's more guys who emphasize dunking as a part of their game. That's who they look for instead of the guy that they know is going to go out. Like, obviously, LeBron can go be a stud in the dunk contest,
Yeah.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I think that the winner of the All-Star game for baseball does not get the home field advantage anymore. I think they changed that rule.
They might have changed.
Did they change that?
Ago. Yeah, which I was like, why? Why would you do that? Because I do appreciate like the implications for the game, but I think a lot of people were like, that's not fair.
Because the AL kept winning it or whatever. It was
it's completely irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant to the who gets home field advantage. You know what I mean? Like it has nothing to do with either of those two teams. Like if the AL loses or the NL loses, like as an NL team, like it has nothing to do with you as a team, and then you just lose fucking home field advantage.
How's it now, man? Should we know?
I don't think there's just I don't think there's anything. I think they just win the game.
I think they took it away. I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah. And then you get like NBA All-Star game where it's like 198 to 205 and stuff like that.
The 3-point contest, though, I still like watching the 3-point contest.
Still holds up.
This year they're going back to East versus West.
But this year they're doing men versus women too. Did you guys see that?
A full court game. I saw that Steph is doing the 3-point.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
I think that's cool. Yeah.
Does Steph hold the record?
I think with the Pro Bowl, go ahead.
I was going to say, does Steph hold the record for the 3-point or does Clay? I forget which one of them does, but I think one of them holds that record
for the 3-point contest.
Yeah,
I think Clay actually.
I mean, it should be one of those two.
I would hope so. I would imagine so.
Clay has the record for most threes in a game. I know that.
Yeah, that's very true. Was it 14?
Something like that.
Something like that.
I'm a bad fan.
What were you going to say about the Pro Bowl, Luke?
I think the Pro Bowl, as boring as it is, I think it's a good opportunity. Like these guys just have been killing themselves and dedicating like their time to hating each other and like being competitors since July. And so we're in, June, July, right? Summer camp, OTAs and whatnot. So like giving them an opportunity, I think it's cool for them. And I think it makes it fun as a fan to watch these guys be able to like unwind and like, enjoy, like bask in some of the brotherhood of like what it means to be an NFL player and one of the better ones at that,
Yeah.
Now it's flag football, right?
What?
It's flag football now, right? Like the Pro Bowl game is not in pads. It's all it's a flag.
That's what you were saying. You were saying that the Pro Bowl used to be. You were saying that the Pro Bowl used to be like really popular. I don't remember it really ever being popular because they didn't play hard. Like they're not trying to kill themselves.
I didn't say it was popular. I just said like there's always a big hype around just all-star breaks. Usually the Pro Bowl, in the 2000s and 90s was a big deal in Hawaii. That was like a big weekend. But again, like the game doesn't really mean much, so people aren't playing, and it's not not that cool of a game. But got the flag football coming into the Olympics coming up.
This is the most ridiculous thing. I love it because it's guaranteed gold for America. This is, unless there's going to be some rugby players from Australia just fucking straight up tackling and taking out ACLs.
They could be sneaky. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Flag. It's the most ridiculous. Unless you say both fucking fucking guarding him. Like,
I can't wait. I can't wait.
He's so ridiculous. Oh
That'll
God!
Great.
2028.
I also love that the Manning brothers are captains or whatever, or coaches or whatever. Do you guys watch instead of Monday Night Football? Did you watch the Peyton and?
Yeah, unless it's a Niner.
Yeah.
If it's a Niner game, I just like watch. I'll go back and forth maybe a little bit, but I just like watching without the commentary. But if it's anybody but the Niners, yeah, I that's all I watch.
I love it. I think it's great.
Love Peyton. Eli, he could be better.
Why? Why do you think that?
Yeah,
He's just such a dry individual. He tries to be funny. I appreciate the try, but I don't know. Peyton's just an easier watch.
I don't know. I feel like I've liked Eli more. Like now, like post the NFL, I've gotten to like Eli a lot more than previous.
I think Peyton is the one who is a try hard, and it's not a bad and like there's no negative connotation in that. I think he is a try hard though to try to be funny, and Eli is just himself. I don't think he really tries hard. I think he's just kind of like dry and he owns it, you know.
Yeah,
and he just looks dumb the entire. He just looks like there's nothing going. He just sits there with his mouth open. He's a mouth breather, you know. Like,
yeah. Kind of talks
like
with
a
a
big
lisp.
swirl, too.
Upper lip. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. Dang, we just started making fun of that.
Oh my God! So some of the things I put in there, but one of the things that I saw like last week was Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, and my God, I haven't laughed so hard at a movie in a very long time. It's like it was back in the 90s, right? I think I don't remember what year it was. But I feel 96. Like that movie, it's just like movies like holding on. That's what made me think about it. Was like that movie. I think in 50 years from now, we're gonna watch it and we're gonna still laugh. It's the most ridiculous, funny movie. And I just like, I was like, that's a testament to that. And then I went and saw Ace Ventura, the first one. The second one I feel is so much funnier than the first one. First one is hilarious. Like it's on in a different level. But
I think the first one's a better movie. I think it's a better, more well-written movie, but the second one is just like unapologetically funny the entire time.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah. I agree with that. I mean, to keep it in that realm, obviously Jim Carrey in that like 94 to 97, 98 era was just unbeatable. I mean, Dumb and Dumber is still to this day. I think I've watched that movie over 1,000 times. I mean, I go to my grandma's house at the age of 5 and just pop that bad boy in like no problem.
VHS.
Had no idea what anything meant.
What's hilarious is that as I get older, more and more and more of the movie becomes clear to you.
I've caught things well into my 20s.
Yeah.
I've caught things well into my 20s, and I'm like, I don't know how I never caught that. Yeah.
It's great.
The Samsonite right off, and then like when you're adult going to look for luggage, you're like, oh my, that's what the Samsonite is talking about.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I couldn't see when I was like buying my own shit. Like I couldn't see a Samsonite and not in my head go Samsonite. I was way off.
I think that the amount of quotables from that movie, I mean, just come so naturally in everyday context.
I think to that point, as far as like most quotable movies, like that's up there, right? And if not the one, I mean,
I don't think there's the one. There really isn't. If you hang out, especially Luke, if you hang out in our circles, which some people don't understand how we like to communicate, but it's through straight movie quotes. And I don't think that there's one movie that a quoter could say is the quoter of all quotes. There's no way.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumber to me I think it's up there.
I mean, it's for sure up there.
It is for sure.
But then you got like The Breakup, which is up there. Fucking Wedding Crasher. I mean, there's just like so many.
Brother. I mean, there's just everything.
Yeah.
I was working.
And it's crazy how much like. Sorry, go ahead, Luke.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead, Los.
I would say it's just crazy how much, without even thinking about it, we incorporate movie lines just like in everyday life. Like I'll be talking to Haven, I'll say something, and she's like, "Is that from something?" I'm like, yeah. Like not even realizing that I'm doing it.
Yeah, I was speaking of Along Came Polly and just hitting movie quotes in general when I worked in the city, and had that job for a minute doing recruiting out there. I was almost 10 years older than most people in that office. And so when I went to quote Along Came Polly one day, nobody got it. I said, no, it's from the movie Along Came Polly. Like, you know that movie? No, I don't know that movie. I was so shocked.
They're like, we watched it on your VHS, old man Luke, huh?
I'm sure I did.
So good. Honestly, okay, so this is my take on one of my favorite top 5 comedic movies of all time. And I say this, some people will agree with me, some people will disagree with me. Luke, I think, definitely understands my thought process here. But I would say that in this entire movie, out of every single line of dialogue, about 98% of it has some sort of comedic tone. There's not like any sort of serious, like there is serious like interactions with people, but every piece of interaction has a comedic tone, and that is Rush Hour 2. That is Rush Hour 2.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah,
that's one of the funniest movies of all time.
Buttercream.
What size is the waist?
Let's move in.
Ooh.
Hey, watch it, sweetness. Honey, cup. Look at the clothes.
100%.
Go watch, anybody listening, go watch that movie, watch it back. Literally every single piece of dialogue has some sort of comedic little roller coaster into it. There's
no way that Chris Tucker speaks and you're just not laughing right away. You know what I mean? Like, it's God damn it. He is so funny.
That was primetime Chris Tucker too, right? Like, you know, Rush Hour 3 was not anywhere near, and I don't ever see Chris Tucker going back to like the Friday Smokey character, the Fifth Element.
Isn't he like religious, like crazy religious now? Or didn't he get kind of, I think he's weird for a minute?
He looks down upon his characters that he's played. He doesn't want to play Smokey because he doesn't want to be like looked at as like a stoner and a pothead and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, well, it's a character, it's a movie, but
right. It's not you. It's fine.
It's a fictional character, yeah. But
do you think
Chris Tucker did?
What's his name? Bradley Cooper want people to look at him like the guy from Maestro, like everywhere he goes. Do you think people do that? Don't think so. I think they know he's playing a very eccentric.
It's not about the things I do. It's about the things I don't do. Tell me you know that quote. Drew, if anything, you should know it. Chandler Bing, when he's job interviewing and he's saying do. And he's refraining himself from saying do because he's going to laugh. It's not the things that I do. It's the things that I don't do. And then the interview ends and he goes, oh man, you really almost had me there on that do comment, huh? And the boss was like, what? He goes, no, sorry, no, let me change the no one
Chandler Bing. No. I talk about Bradley Cooper. I mean, that dude like trained methodically for a year and a half and lost an award to Ryan Gosling as Ken. That's really funny.
You didn't see Maestro? Have you all seen it?
No. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's fantastic.
I saw the trailer.
Yeah, man, it looks good.
Yeah. He put a lot of time into that character.
That's about all I need to know.
He lost to Ken.
He lost to Ken. Yeah. Year and a half of method acting and he lost to Ken.
Oh my God.
Did you see the Barbie movie?
No.
I did.
I heard it's actually
I liked it.
I saw it too. It wasn't bad.
The entire time. I'm gonna say, listen, this is gonna. It's gonna be. It is what it is at this point in my life. But like, I love Ryan Gosling. Like, I think he is fucking hilarious. He's a good-looking dude. He's just a good. He's funny. He's a good serious actor. He's probably, if I had a male crush, I think would be it. And it's okay, you know.
That's fair.
That's fine.
It's fair. It's a valid statement there.
When he pressed it, when he did his little dance, like walking up to Barbie in the movie, Luke, you gotta watch it. It's actually really good.
I haven't not watched it for like you know what I mean? Like, I'm not avoiding it. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Eat a gummy. Enjoy it.
We were avoiding it because we were going to see the movie in the theaters, and we didn't. And then it was like $26 on Amazon, and then we're like, we'll just wait till it gets onto Max or whatever. And then we were like, fuck it, let's just buy it. And like 2 days later, it came out on Max.
That's the worst. I did that with what's the movie No Hard Feelings with Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, that came out on Netflix. Immediately.
It came out like within the week, and I bought it for like $30, and it was just for like a movie night. We know with me and Savannah, and it was like, yeah, we had gone out for dinner. Like, let's who cares? Like, we're paying less than we do if we go to the theater. Terrible movie, first off. Like, not good at all. And then, came out like maybe 2 days after that and so I own it, actually. I didn't rent it. Like, I paid like $30 to buy it.
I think a couple of movies in my life I bought. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm never going to watch that again. It's in my
library. That's so funny.
Cloud space, no hard feelings.
Right, yeah. It's like, I got to delete something. That's so funny. All right, boys, let's say we move into this wheel topic. I got a new thing now on this. I was practicing it before we got on work. I'm going to hold the dongle and let it spin. Then I'm going to flip it down. It's much more efficient, and it just looks a lot better.
It does.
Look at that.
Oh, I like the randomness of that.
Yeah, but then I have to read it like this. That dad at the kids' game. And I think so it's like, are we going to be that dad at the kids' game, do we think? Obviously, Luke, you have a lot more experience in this realm as of now.
Yeah,
I have my thoughts on what my thoughts going to be. But Luke, I'd love to hear, how are you at the kids' games? Real quick, that topic was in my test bin. So just the fact that it landed twice in a row is
2 for 2.
ridiculous.
It was we were destined to talk about it. I've probably been that dad once or twice. Yeah,
just twice, or just once?
I love my kid. Yeah, just once or twice.
Well, I feel like Drew,
every game, Drew.
I feel like Drew has a few stories about Luke.
I've observed from the outside looking in here.
And you've never cared, as my brother, you've never cared to let me know, like, hey, bro.
I'll let you and Dad kind of hang out and do your thing on the sideline, but I'm surprised sometimes of the things that get said on that sideline there, being coaches, I get surprised.
What sport are we watching? What sport?
Always soccer. Definitely soccer.
Okay,
definitely soccer.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense with the dad. Yeah. Okay.
No, I think it's funny. I coach for a living. Luke and our dad has coached us our entire life and stuff like that. And we hold what we do very sacredly. And then what is said on the other side is like, no. And then now that these guys are on the flip side of it, watching it from the other side, it's a little harder to be quiet, right? Like I said, love your kids. You want to just see them do good. So you're going to chat. You're going to chat with them. And then there's nothing wrong with that. You do you. You guys do you.
Okay.
I just feel a glare. Yeah,
a little bit.
Luke in the middle right here is just piercing some eyeballs. I said, look, so in the one or two instances that you think in your mind should happen, like, what are these instances? Because I can see myself in the same kind of way.
You love your kid, right? And you want the best for them, and you want them to see, like, you want to see them succeed. Sometimes it's hard to, like, I'm a human being. It's hard to bite your tongue sometimes, and you want to, you want to speak up.
Is it more sort of like the coach? Or like
no, I think this year too, like the coach that coaches his team, I have a previous like relationship with the coach. Like, we coached together at a different club. She coached at a club that I played at for a long time, so I'd known her for a long time. She trusts that I generally know what I'm talking about in comparison to 99% of the rest of the parents. So we've talked about the fact that, like, I do talk on the sideline. I try my best to have it be positive and be supportive, and like that's that.
Look, I was joking, buddy. Listen, I get it. I don't have any kids, so I can't say that I have that same, feeling when I watch from a coach's lens. So it's a little different, but there's definitely, I have my 100% have seen from the sideline, some absolutely atrocities from game day dads and moms on the sideline that just become outrageous. I used to coach. I had one game in particular.
Give me one.
U8s. So these guys are 7 years old. Northport, Long Island versus Brentwood, Long Island. Northport, very blue collar, middle class to upper class, very white club. Brentwood. Very different in that sense.
Headfirst.
These guys came to our fields and brought every sound maker, every like blowhorn, and there was probably they had them. They had 2 video cameras on tripods. They had a coach on the sideline with an iPad. That field was absolutely electric. And there was probably 10 goals that game, like back and forth. Northport would score. The place would go nuts. Brentwood would score. The place would go nuts. I have never seen a youth soccer game get so outrageous, especially, I mean, maybe in other countries for sure, but being that it was just like on Long Island, New York, it was one of the coolest, craziest games I'd ever seen. But it was 8-year-olds. Like, that was absolutely bonkers.
Yeah. Have you had any situation where like a parent like went too far, like came out, like as a coach, like came after you, or like maybe even with your dad kind of thing?
Yeah. I mean, I would get parents like yell things from across the field at you and stuff like that, or start yelling at the ref, and then you have to try to chill them out because you're going to be the one to get kicked out of the game. So, I mean, that happens sometimes. It's always usually the same dad, typically.
Yeah, you know,
it's just not that good.
I was really going to say it, and it's probably the kid that isn't the best on the team kind of thing.
Majority of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm more quiet about it. My dad, for me, my dad was always wouldn't yell during the game. I think whenever my brother came to the game, and Luke, you don't know my brother, but Drew knows my brother, like he's very loud. And as I got older and things became more competitive, like I just always knew when Jacob was there, but my dad was always like in the outfield with, you know, the other dads, cooler of beer, and like I would know like what was like after the game I would, you know, we would talk kind of thing, but like I never had a way about him like, you know, screaming or like kind of getting crazy kind of thing.
I don't get crazy. First off, I haven't gotten crazy. No, I know. But and that's like what I like to do.
I think it's kind of like me. I've seen you throw a golf club a couple times. So I don't know. You throw a shooting coach.
Have I what?
I'm throwing golf club. Luke, you know that you throw a golf club.
He said, "Is that what you said?"
Lightly toss, maybe, but. Yeah,
snapped your brand new 52.
You saw that happen. That was the weakest. Like I duffed a chip. I literally bought this wedge in the pro shop. I didn't realize I'd lost my previous wedge. I didn't realize it until
a shocker.
Shut up. 7 a.m. I'm getting up for the tea time. I'm looking up like Facebook Marketplace, like who's up right now, who I can grab a cheap wedge from. Obviously, that didn't work out, so I was forced to either play like garbage without having a wedge, because your boy don't 52,
52,
no 56, maybe a 56 or something like that.
Having a 52,
it was a Callaway Mac Daddy. Okay,
it was the Mac Daddy. It was great. It was a great club.
Now that makes a lot more sense.
I don't have it anymore.
This actually makes even less sense. It was actually a really good club. And
well, no, yeah. So I opened up the day. I couldn't miss with it. I was putting the ball everywhere I wanted to with that club, and then by the back 9, you know, your boy fell apart, and I duffed a chip, and I literally just tossed it out of the way. Like I just tossed it, and then just like that, just like that, and it's freaking snapped. The shaft snapped.
I couldn't believe it when he did it.
I was so pissed.
I couldn't believe it.
I was so pissed, and then I paid I got a new shaft on it, and then I lost it maybe a month later.
Luke,
I'll have you guys know. I've had the same wedges now for a year and a half, so I am getting better. I'm improving.
That's amazing.
If you could estimate, Luke, how many clubs have you either lost or left in your life? Well, I understand retreat, but like over under 10?
Over, yeah. Yeah,
that's
over
unreal.
for sure.
It's like 9 too many.
Yeah.
Sure. What about you?
Have I lost any clubs?
Yeah.
One wedge. Lost one wedge.
One wedge. Yeah.
Franklin Canyon lost a 56 degree. It was a Callaway. It was a Played Against Sports little buy for $30. It was a great wedge. I love that thing.
Do you guys have Played Against Sports in like? Did you have those Los in LA or Illinois? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Is that, is that a national?
for
okay,
sure.
I didn't know if it was a national thing.
They're limited.
But like they don't exist anymore, do they?
Yeah.
They're starting to fizzle out.
Yeah.
There's the one in my town closed for good.
Yeah.
So,
But we still have
sucks.
the one out in Concord, which is 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
And then
And it's all
But
just
I'm
still
not driving
used.
20 minutes.
no, it's all used stuff. Yeah. And they'll charge like random things, sometimes kind of astronomical prices for certain things. So you're like, where did you get that price from? But you find some really good deals there. Really good sets. Or if you're just looking
Anyone
for
who wants to
anything
get
else.
into golf, like, and get a cheap set, that type of place is your place to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk out with a set for $100.
When I moved back, I kind of went there and just pieced together like a brand new set for myself, like a new set of irons. I found like a 5-wood for $50, a nice Callaway one. It worked perfectly for the first like couple years as I was getting back into it. It's good.
That's all you need. You don't need to spend an outrageous number on clubs. Having said that, I will be the next time you see each other. The next time we see each other, boys, I will be having a brand new set of TaylorMades that I am very excited about.
It's just not fair.
Was it?
It's not fair. You just have that ability to just get a new set every 2 years. I don't know.
It's like for work, I get an X amount of money a year that I got to use like for personal just
Health.
Wellness kind of thing. Yeah, health and wellness.
Golf. Yeah. That's how Travis got his
like,
too.
Yeah, golf is on the air. So I got my pings now through that, and then I called Drew when I was going to True Spec, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm going to True Spec." And he's like, "You're getting fitted for clubs?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna I don't know. Hopefully they can help me figure out my clubs." And he's like, "That's not what it is, man." And I was like, "No, it's like I'm assuming it's like a lesson." He's like, "No, they're gonna sell you clubs." I was like, "Oh." And I'm freeway, just like driving 45 minutes out my way to now go get sold. And I get in there, I was like, God damn it. So then I'm hitting all these different clubs. And I was hitting the P790s perfectly. And then at the end of it, he's like, all right, so we can get it fitted for you and this and that. I was like, all right, here we go. He goes, it's like $3,500 for from like 40 pitching watch. I was like,
$4,500?
Send me that in the email. Let me get back to you, Toby, in the next couple of days. I'll get ready to check. It's like, God, Leo, buddy. Towards the end, I was like, yeah, they just sold me. He's like, yeah, dude, that's what the fucking fitting is.
Do we think that they recalibrate the simulator a little bit when you're getting fitted? And I'm going to say something in my experience. I've only been fitted once. And it was
for fittings. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for fittings. And it was for the PXGs. So PXG is separate. So I'm not trying out all these different clubs. It's like they have 3 sets of irons that they're trying to sell. And the set I ended up on, one of their cheapest, is the cheapest set that they have, but it was what I need. I don't play like I needed game improvement irons. You know what I mean? And so I step up and I know like the previous set of irons I had were probably from 06, 07, And so since then, I know the lofts have increased a lot in a lot of the new iron sets, especially the game improvement ones, like the Sim 2 irons or the Stealth irons. And I'm hitting the 7 iron. I'm hitting this thing 185. And I'm looking at the screen, it was a thing where they had the monitor behind me. It was a live driving range, so I'm hitting the ball out. And I could see it. The ball was going, it looked like it was launching. But I didn't, 185 maybe? I was shocked every time it came up. I don't think I've ever hit that club 185. That's like my 5 iron now. Then I was hitting my 7 iron 185.
What'd you hit
I don't know.
with?
My 5 iron.
No, that was like a 180, a 183, a 186 shot.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Well,
so you think that the people are like when they
might recalibrate
this, view their clubs? Like,
I wouldn't put it past anyone to say, oh, dude, you're hitting this. Oh, you hitting a 7 iron with your normal clubs right now, 150? I'm hitting a 185 with these guys? Yeah.
Sign me up. Yeah.
Oh, that was pure, bro. That was a pure swing, bro. You're like, it's a pure swing, actually. Yeah.
That's when you just got to sneakily grab like your old club, like in between swings, and just be like, I just want to try something real fast.
So I got that.
Yeah,
don't do that. You don't say that.
No, 195. What do you mean, dude? I don't know.
Yeah, in your brush.
Another Jim Carrey. See, here we go.
Oh, come on, baby. Oh, God. Well, Drew, let's move into Drew's lock pick. Hopefully you got a little bit of research because we were doing football this week. I'll tell you that. And if I don't know if you want to talk about last week's debacle, but you are from 100% accuracy to a big 50% accuracy with that non-TD by what's his face. So,
How do you say his name?
George Gregory Kittle.
Yeah, George Kittle. Thank you. All right.
So,
Is his name really Gregory?
yeah, Gregory is actually his real name. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. I did a little research.
Thanks.
It's Gregory Allen Kittle.
Gregory Allen Kittle.
Yeah, I see Luke picking up his phone, checking that.
Fact checking real fast.
No.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so Drew, what we got this week? Obviously, Super Bowl's not this week and next weekend, so we'll do that pick next Friday, which I'm kind of pumped about. What sports do we got on the docket this week?
You want to go some NBA over-unders? Some NBA points here?
Hey, this is your lock of the week.
It's your pick. What do we got?
So listen, and I feel like I'm just that girlfriend, but I text a lot. I don't get any responses. So I'm going to ask you now, since I have you in front of me and I can get a response. Do you think that the move should be that we should all, since we all have our accounts, Drew's lock, we'll all, in our separate accounts, bet what we want to bet. So that way it's not like a team thing, but we're all going in on it. So that way the next week we can say, I fucking betted nothing because I thought it was a stupid ass pick. Or, you know what, Drew, I loved it. I went all in kind of thing. And then we can have that conversation. I kind of like that idea. What's though?
Done.
Like, yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
All
fine.
right, that's the case. But Drew, whatever you pick, we're going with. So this is your lock of the week. I'm gonna plug it in as you bring it up.
Oh, God. All right. I mean, I honestly have not been watching much basketball.
Off to a great start.
So this doesn't help.
So 10-cent bet then, huh?
Yeah, probably. Let's see. We got Warriors, Memphis this evening with the total points set at 224.5.
What do you think?
Are the Warriors healthy? How are the Warriors playing this year? Because I bet against them last week when I was in New York and it bombed. I shouldn't have.
Lots of close games. Lots
Chris
of games
Paul's out
decided
right
by a point.
They're healthy though. Like Trey's playing, Steph is playing.
Yeah, but it hasn't been all together for a while, and right now, like I said, Chris Paul is out, but with Draymond's shenanigans, yeah. So it hasn't been the whole team together, but
it's just different.
They've got a young core. Like Jonathan Kuminga's been playing lights out since January, or since January started. I think past 6 weeks or something like that.
Since he got really called out, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
coaching.
I would take the under on that personally, but it's not my pick.
Hold on, Luke.
Sorry, it's not my pick though.
Hold on, Luke.
Change it.
Drew's lock.
I don't know. See, you say under, but it's Memphis, right?
Tell me about Memphis.
Well, let's talk about Memphis. I mean, there's Ja Morant. Listen, these games, I don't know. I look at two playoff
I'm pretty
teams.
sure Ja Morant's out for the season, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, bro.
Is he? Are you Googling it? Jamie, can you look that up for me?
He's out for the season. It was his first game back from
All right, well, let's go with the under then for we're going with the under there.
He got more persuasion in his entire life than
this is literally why I'm the worst gambler on the planet here, guys.
This is why we love this piece of it, is because we just want you to go with your gut. Go with your gut.
Oh, we're gonna go with the gut.
You know what I want, Drew? Next week, do a little homework on some college basketball. I want next week pick based on just again following your gut. Pick your favorite. Do mascot matchups. You know what I mean? Like, would a Jayhawk be, you know?
You see
what I'm saying? Like,
Shock Jayhawk all day.
no, they've had some bad losses, but I'm just saying, you know,
We go
do your homework and do something. Just come with something outlandish. I need you to come. I need you to come ready next week, and it needs to be outlandish. And if it's not as outlandish as I need it to be, then I'm going to send you back to the drawing board for the following week.
Well, you know what, Drew? Yeah, I like the outlandish piece as long as there's homework behind it. If it's Australian field hockey and you're confident about it, I'm going with it. You know what I mean?
All right. I like that.
Every time Luke goes on mute, just assume that he's farting. He's dropping darts down there. But go ahead, Luke.
I actually took a big dump before this. It was massive.
I did too.
Sweet.
Let's see. We got Kings Pacers. Kings always looking good.
248 is the line, huh? Jesus.
Yeah, that's a
big Warriors line is tiny. That's small then. All right, Drew, come on. What we got?
I don't know.
We can go.
Yeah.
Let's just 48 over.
Let's just lock in those two. Just those two overs and unders right there. Let's just lock it in there.
Lock what in?
Oh,
I don't know.
You're just putting in a parlay right now. Just lock as a parlay. The over for the Kings and the under for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll ride it. Let's go.
Let's ride that.
Under 224.5. Hey, it's a plus 270 bet, baby.
We're gonna $10 this one here.
$10 gets you
37.09. No, mine's only 26 on the potential win out.
Over Kings, under Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Okay, locked. I'll do that as well.
Place bet. There it is.
All right, that's Drew's lock. Luke, you gotta get in on that one. Obviously, now we just gotta do.
Like no way.
No, I just bet it. I bet both of them.
There you go. Ooh, should we do a little AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am team pick here?
Yes. Where is that at?
Well, yeah, where can I find that?
Just search it on my
That's
book.
NHL, so never mind.
Let's find
I think we should do like a couple top tens.
A couple top tens.
It only offers us. This only offers us winners,
which is fine though. Oh, you guys don't have outright top 5, top 10?
No. Yeah, it just allows us to do.
Well, then let's not do that, though.
I mean, who's going to win between Cantley and Victor Hovland?
Where's the leaderboard right now?
It's the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am round 2, Cantley versus Hovland. It's hole 13 to 15, 2-ball.
Are you doing live matchups right now?
Yeah, live PGA. We got live prop bets going on here for the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. What I'm looking at, by the way.
Spanish basketball we can bet live right now.
Are we doing live bets right now? What? Why are you doing the Germany Bundesliga?
I hate betting soccer, but
I don't know soccer well.
I mean, I don't know like how to bet.
Okay, you don't like
soccer?
Yeah.
Huh?
EPL Saturday games.
We can look at Saturday games for EPL. Why not?
Dude, I bet
soccer guys. Let's do this.
I bet soccer. I bet what World Cup was it? 2 World Cups ago. I think it was. Was it Poland knocked off Spain in penalties in the round of 16, something like that. And I taken a live bet. It was 0-0 halfway through the second half. At that point anything can happen, right? If you've outlasted, a top team, anything can happen. So I go, I'll throw something live. I got crazy odds. I put like 100 up on it to win like 10 grand, and like somewhere in that region. I think it was Poland. They go on to knock out Spain in penalties. Well, I didn't read the part that it was regulation time only, not penalties. So I'm like losing my shit. I just won 10 grand. I'm like calling everybody, and then I'm refreshing my account.
Drinks
and
on me.
Nope. It was so bad that I was working with the bookie at the time, and my bookie was like, "Dude, I'm sorry. Like, I feel for you, bro." So
Rough. That's rough.
Haven't touched soccer since.
All right, well, let's do a Saturday EPL because you guys know soccer, and you know the English Premier League. So I'm gonna do like a two or three better.
What does the PK mean? Does that?
I see. That's what I'm saying. I have no idea what any of these are. You can go into like the props, first goal.
Why don't we just do money line? Let's just do money line.
The problem with money line is like it's a win, lose, or a draw. So like.
So PK is just pick 'em. That's a pick 'em. So it's basically playing money line with different odds. So yeah, that's what that is.
Do you guys have total goals? No, we don't do that. Yeah, it's just money line.
Yeah, they have over unders.
Yeah.
Regular time total goals? I don't mind that. Why would you do something like that?
Okay. Ooh. All right. Everton, Tottenham, Burnley, Fulham. These are all shit games. Newcastle, Luton.
Arsenal, Liverpool.
We should go to
Arsenal, Liverpool over under is set at 3. And the over is not favored. The under is favored in that. I find interesting.
Go over on that game.
I was going to say.
The over 3.5? Or over 2.5?
It's over 3 for us.
On my bookie, yeah.
So I'll do over 2.5 then. Arsenal, Liverpool, yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do over 3.5. What is it offering you? Is it offering 3.5 or 2.5?
Plus 165. But it's over 2.5 at minus 150, over 3.5 plus 165.
Do over 3.5 because that's what we're betting basically. Like because it's set at 3, so we need 4 goals to win to have that hit.
Yep.
Okay. Do we want to go? Do we bet the boys?
United,
West Ham. They scored 4 yesterday.
Just them?
gave up 3.
Gave up 3, yeah. And they're coming off of a game
over 3.5 again.
It's over. It's 3 again. Our defense sucks, so that's why I feel like that's why I feel like it's going to be the over.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the over in the United game, huh?
All right. I like these odds right now. All right, let's do one more. Well, do you think that's good? Oh, I'm down with you.
Do we want to go Chelsea Wolves? That's set at over 3. That's set at 3 as well. Chelsea.
Yeah, I like Wolves. I like Wolves to cover that spread. They're a +1.
So you're thinking the over 3 again?
No, the +1 spread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I like Wolves. I like Wolves to either win it or it's going to be a one.
Oh, you're taking the Wolves money line then?
Wolves,
no, the spread. +1.
What is it showing for you?
Are you taking the +1?
No, I would take the goal. I would take the extra goal because I think I would do 1.5. Yeah.
I mean, my parlay odds are +925, so I like this a lot.
Yeah, mine are +669 with this.
All right, let's do it.
69
on it.
Oh,
how much did you place on it?
I'm doing.
Oh, we don't say
confident there. What's the confidence level?
I like it. I that was a 2-unit play for me.
I'll do 25 to win 256.
What's a unit?
Based on how much you can afford to bet.
You can afford it, Drew.
I have $15. A unit, Drew, is like if you, and I'm not a professional gambler, but this is my understanding of a unit is like however much you can afford. So like my unit versus say Dave Portnoy's unit is a very different unit. But
it's a curved scale of what you
my
want
my $5 bet that I was just like that's my go-to. I don't feel great about it, so that's a 1-unit play. But if I feel good about something, I'll go 2 units, I'll go 3 units, and so on and so forth. So like you have something in your head of like what number you can afford, and if you feel confident about something, like throw another unit on it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be watching some basketball tonight, boys.
Hell yeah! All right, bet placed. Let's go. Over 3.5. Arsenal, Liverpool. Over 3.5, Man U, West Ham, Wolves +1.5. That's what basically we're all saying there, yeah?
I swear to God, if I wake up on Sunday and just see fucking goose egg. I'm gonna fucking bets are in.
Bets are in. Another great episode. Love you guys. And we're gonna end it here. All right, boys.
Laters.
Ride us out.
Oh, actually, hold on.
See,
Jesus
talking shit on my mic.
Christ.
Talking shit. You guys need to get your technology stuff together. You
Is it not playing?
buffoons. Nope.
You're the only
That's
one who
it.
works at a tech company.
Okay. Oh, we'll
Okay.
cut this ending for you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on here?
No,
Hold on.
leave it.
Oh,
Yeah, get ready for a
Love.
wild ride.
Baby
Loves.
Sing up some country with an
Maybe
electronic
they'll send us off.
Gonna make you dance, gonna make you
We'll fix this in
move
post.
on tight. We're about to shake your groove. Ooh, with a fusion singularity.